Let's talk about that coordination and that collaboration. I mean, obviously, this $25 million donation to help Africa's vaccination fight is to be welcomed. But at a time like this, private and public partnerships are crucial. I mean, it isn't just about signing the checks. It's to make sure that we get these vaccines to where they are most needed.
No, absolutely. I mean, maybe to give you a bit of a frame to, how we ended up making the donation, we've been working with the AU CDC on just a sort of initiatives trying to figure out, where the telecommunications sector could play a role, particularly around the vaccine rollout. We had played quite an important role in the first waves, really around providing, free SMSs, subsidized data or, zero rated data for schools, etc. Now, we were really thinking about, when vaccines now come on the African continent, and we were working, towards efforts for the digital passport. I mean, ultimately, we're all going to have, vaccine certification and move around with that. They raised the point to us that, look, they've secured 270 million doses, but these doses come on the African continent in March. There was a possibility to bring 7 million doses in February, and that these would be sourced from AstraZeneca, but they needed a very quick response. And so we responded to that, because we thought that a month was significant in getting, vaccines on the African continent, and particularly that these are focused on healthcare workers.
Talk to me about what leadership. I mean, you lead one of the continent's biggest corporations. You've got a footprint around the continent in a number of different parts, a number of jurisdictions. What does leadership of an organization like MTN mean for you at this time?
No, look, I mean, at these times we find ourselves, it's very challenging because you can't see your people face to face. So, I mean, at the moment, we're obviously using all the collaboration and communication tools that many are using to keep in touch. But, leadership during these times is, really, ensuring that, your people are, understand what the issues are and you stay close to the people, particularly the teams that you lead. In our sector in particular, we've become, I guess we always have been, but I think it's much more pronounced that we've become an essential, sector, and that's keeping the economy going. So just making sure that your people, you show a lot of empathy to your people and understand the situations they're going through. They are also losing loved ones. They're also getting infected, by the virus. So I think a lot of empathy is needed, but also a lot of hope. We will get out of this situation. It will take some time. But, without hope, people really struggle. But also, I think what is important in these times is to look ahead. There are dark clouds for sure, but also plenty of silver linings, and getting people to focus on those silver linings because they are there. And in our sector, we certainly are seeing a major transformation where things we thought would happen in the next 10 years are happening now. The Covid-19 has actually accelerated digital transformation, probably about 5 to 10 years in many areas, and there probably will be no turning back on this.
Current events, developing stories,
tough questions,
your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.